The elevator, the water tank, and the terrifying mystery of Elisa Lam. They say the devil lives in the details. But sometimes the details vanish, just like Elisa Lam. My name is Elliot Graves. I've been chasing shadows for most of my life. But nothing ever chilled me like the case of the girl in the elevator. February 2013, Los Angeles. A 21-year-old Canadian student, Elisa Lam, checks into the infamous Cecil Hotel. The place has a reputation soaked in tragedy. Serial killers, suicides, disappearances. Not exactly five-star comfort. But Elisa wasn't looking for that. She was traveling alone, journaling her adventure on Tumblr. A bright, sensitive soul with a history of bipolar disorder. Vulnerable, yes. But something about this case goes beyond that. Because 19 days after she checked in, her body was found floating inside the hotel's rooftop water tank. Naked, bloated, decomposing. The hatch was closed. No one knew how she got there. No one saw her go up. There were no alarms, no forced entry, no easy answers. But there was a video. And that's where the nightmare truly begins. The elevator footage is just over 2 minutes long. You've probably seen it, or at least heard of it. Elisa steps in, presses multiple buttons, waits. The doors don't close. She peeks out, hides in the corner, steps out again, moves her hands in strange, fluid motions, as if she's talking to someone who isn't there. Her movements are erratic, her body language, pure panic. Then, she disappears. The internet exploded. People dissected every frame of the video. Was she being stalked? Possessed? High? Was the footage tampered with? The hotel staff said Elisa was last seen alone. The roof? Technically accessible, but only with a key and code. The tanks? Over 10 feet tall, heavy lids, no ladders inside. And yet, there she was. The autopsy? Inconclusive. No drugs, no alcohol, no signs of trauma. The cause of death? Accidental drowning. But if it was an accident, how did she get inside the tank? Why was she naked? And why were her clothes floating separately? I've studied enough crime scenes to know when something smells off. And let me tell you, this one reeks of unanswered questions. Some say she had a psychotic episode. That she climbed up, somehow bypassed all security, opened the heavy hatch, and jumped in. Alone. But let me ask you, have you ever tried lifting a water tank lid while standing on a slippery rooftop in the middle of the night? Others whisper about something darker, a stalker, a killer. Maybe someone at the hotel, maybe someone else. Someone who knew how to get to the roof without triggering alarms. Someone who wanted her found like that. And then, there are the supernatural theories. Because the Cecil isn't just a hotel, it's a black hole for misery. Richard Ramirez, the Night Stalker, once lived there. So did Austrian serial killer Jack Unterweger. Dozens have jumped to their deaths from those very windows. Some say Elisa wasn't alone in that elevator, that she was running from something only she could see. Maybe. Or maybe she saw something she was never supposed to see. Years later, the mystery still haunts me. I've interviewed experts, retraced her steps, even stood inside that elevator. You can still feel the static in the air, that buzzing dread that sinks into your bones. It's not just a case, it's a riddle without a punchline. So, what do you think happened to Elisa Lam? Because here's where you come in. If stories like this pull at you like they do me, if you want to walk deeper into the fog and help me drag these cold cases into the light, then you know what to do. Subscribe. Like the video so more truth seekers can find it. And leave your theory in the comments. I read every one. I'm Detective Elliot Graves, and this one still keeps me up at night.